Okay na po ba, sir? Nakita niyo na po?
Yeah. Okay. Can you do the ano?
Bali, ito muna po, sir, yung sa unang-una po. Yung sa burger. Yung mga ano.
Okay.
Ito po yung sa burger.
Okay.
Then,
Good.
sa ball po, ang naging problem ko lang dito, sir, yung stop ball lang eh. Yung pinaka-huling since ng ball na mag-stop siya ng smooth. So, yun yung naging major ano ko dito. Struggle.
Parang naging challenge yung pag-stop na smooth.
Opo. Medyo ano kasi siya eh. Parang...
Sige nga ulit, play mo na.
Wink. Wink. Gusto ko sana ilabas na lang siya kaso
can I see yung graph mo for the X position? X. Okay. Can you change it to a value graph? Naka-value graph na pala.
Kapo.
Okay. Ang problema mo dyan sa X is linear yung ano mo. So, kailangan mong i-stretch yung dulo ng X, yung last keyframe. X. Select mo yan. Yung last keyframe. Yun na, pwede mo yung select dyan. Yan. Okay, right-click mo yan.
Ito, sir.
Tapos, i-easy ease mo. I-easy ease mo yan. Yan, keyframe assistant.
Easy ease.
Okay. Then, hatakin mo yung
ayun.
dulo. Yan.
Paano, sir?
Palayo.
Hatakin?
Para mas mabago siya. Papunta sa kaliwa.
Pa ganito.
Yan. Tapos hahatakin mo siya, kailangan mas matagal yung X mo.
Okay po. Sige, sir. Ano ako na lang siya.
I-frame ng X mo. Yan.
Then, okay po. Tapos sa indoor, ito po yung Red Bull na may...
Okay, good.
Okay. Tapos yung sa green screen,
alright.
Yung dog, ito.
Nice.
Tapos po sa photo screen, ito sir, nagiging problem ko, itong part na to, kailangan ko pa siyang i-stretch para magbalik siya sa ano. Kasi may napipindot, di ko alam kung ano yung napipindot ko po. Basta nagiging ganyan sa lahat ng...
Nakaano ka? Hindi, nakaano ka? Ano yun? Select area. Punta ka doon sa baba, doon sa may half.
Saan po?
Di ba nakikita mo sa baba ng comp window? May half. Yung resulta. Tapos yung katabi niyang button. Yan,
ito?
click niyan. Yep.
Yan. So lahat po kasi ng ano ko ganun. So yun po yung nagiging ano ko lahat. Yan,
yan. Is unselected.
Okay po. So ito po yung sa phone screen. Yeah. Tapos ito po sa leg. So yun po. Sa woman walking, hindi ko naman... Ano po?
Naka-point track ka ba dyan sa leg? Naka-ano ka? Parang naka-track ka lang sa ano? Single point tracking lang.
Single. Nakadalawa po. Nakadalawa po. Sa null? Saan po, paano malalaman sir kung naka-ano po ako? Tracking motion.
Wait. Punta ka dyan. Ilan ang track points mo? Ang nakatrack ka lang ng position. So, dapat magta-track ka rin ng rotation and scale.
Okay po.
Isa lang yung track na nagawa mo. Yeah.
Sige po.
So, you have to track both.
Yun lang po. Ano ko na lang po. I-polish ko na lang ulit.
Sige.
Thank you po.
Alright. Thank you for sharing, Ramil. Anyone else?
Sa akin po.
Challenges na na-encounter nyo. Sige, Marlon.
Okay na po, kita na po.
Yes.
Yan. Bali, ito po yung isa sa akin. Yan. So, okay naman siya. So, may time na nung isang beses, nung dito ko siya tinrack, medyo gumalaw-galaw kung saan nagpunta. So, ginawa ko, binuo ko siya na itong buong sa mobile yung tinrack ko. Kaya po, ayan.
That also works.
Kasi nung dito
That
lang
also
po,
works. That's
medyo umikot-ikot po siya. Kaya ito na lang, nilipat ko na lang po siya dito. Then, ayun, medyo nag-okay naman po siya. And then, dito po, dito naman po, yan. Medyo in-adjust ko na po siya. Naging challenge ko lang po dito is yung nung time na ito, nung nandito lang po siya nakatrack. Sobrang likot po nung Lego na text. As in parang ang likot-likot masyado. Parang nanginginig. Then nung chinek ko, yun dito, parang palipat-lipat din siya. So ginawa ko, nilipat ko na lang siya dito sa may mata. Banda. So nilakihan ko muna po.
Okay.
Kasi ako siya sinukat. So yun, medyo na-fix ko yung part na medyo nanginginig-ginig siya. So nilipat ko na lang po yung point kung saan ko siya tututok.
Alright.
Yeah, okay.
That's also a
And
good
then
one kasi magandang contrast between the white and white.
Opo. And then sa phone screen,
Sige, go ahead.
ayan, okay naman po. Wala naman po ako naging problema dito.
Alright.
Okay. And then dito dito duplo, ayun. Ito po. Dito nilagay ko po siya dito. Then may text po ako dito sa may bandang right side sa may dulo.
Okay. Good.
May tinry po ako na nagtry ako dito sa part na to na naglagay ako ng ganito and then nilagyan ko ng video. Kaya lang po nung gumagalaw na siya na naging nangyari, pumatong na po siya dito. Hindi na po, wala po siya sa likod. So parang nakaangat lang po siya. Ayun. Yun po, may tanong po sana ako doon kung paano kaya yung magandang way. Kunyari itong likod ang gusto ko.
Gagawin natin yung ngayon.
Ayun. Sakto po pala yung tanong ko.
Gagawin natin yung ngayon.
Okay.
Yan ang exercise natin ngayon.
Okay. Ayun lang po. Okay na po ako. Okay, thank you po.
Thank you, Arlon. All right. Anyone else?
Hello. Sir, nagka-challenge lang ako dun sa pagdating sa wait lang, i-share ko yung screen ko. Yun dito sa may pag motion track niya dun sa wait, ano ba to? Yun dito sa may phone. Hello?
Hello? Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, hindi lang siya tinatry ko siyang mag-motion track dito pero hindi siya pumapasok sa phone. I think I forgot the step here. Hindi siya umaan dun sa phone. So, I think meron na tayong hindi nagawa.
Kailangan mo gawin. Okay, select mo yung phone screen mo. Select yung phone screen. Yeah. Now that one, yan. And then bring out the tracker. Then yung motion source mo. Select mo yung phone screen.
Phone screen, alright.
Let's bring up the tracking data na nandiyan dyan. Sige. Yan. So may na-track na yan, ano?
Yeah.
Okay. Tapos the edit target. Click mo yung edit target.
Dapat woman walking.
The edit target dun. Yeah, woman walking and then apply.
Okay.
Click apply.
Okay. Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you. That's all.
Kasi yung yung target mo, the track data, ita-transfer yung information na trinack niya on that that object. In this case, ang kailangan mo is the screen itself kasi ang tina-track niyang data are the corner pins.
Alright. Yun lang. Thank you so much.
Doon kanina kaya tayo may null kasi ang tina-track niya lang eh. Ang tina-track niya are the points lang.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right. Anyone else? Thank you, Vince. Sino pa nagkakaproblema? Wala na? Okay, so we can proceed with our lesson for today. So pretty much a lot of things to cover, but I'll try to see if we can cover them all. Pero ito, gawin natin yung tanong ni Marlon.
Hello.
So let me just share my screen. And I'll bring out After Efx. Okay. So now, buksan natin ulit yung ginawa natin kahapon. Okay. So we're going to do mocha tracking naman ngayon. So dalawa yung pag-aaralan natin today, mocha tracking and then yung rotoscoping na tinatawag. So the problem with ito yung challenge natin ngayon. Halimbawa, it's the same video.
Sir, question lang po. Si Ramil po kasi walang marinig.
Wala siyang marinig.
Opo, di po kayo marinig ni Ramil. Ano
okay,
yun?
Baka audio niya.
Okay. Mag-join po ulit siya yata.
Okay. Sige. Baka lang talaga yun. Audio. Anyway, sige. Ito yung challenge natin ngayon dito for this part. What if ang objective natin dito sa video na to is maglalagay tayo ng image dyan sa picture frame na yan. Okay? And then pag tinignan mo yung takbo niya, ito yung takbo niya. So maglalagay tayo ng image dyan sa picture frame na yan, pero ganito yung pagka-track niya. Okay? So far, ang natutunan natin is pwede tayong magkaroon ng tawag dito ng yung corner pin tracking. So yung apat, katulad ng ginawa natin sa phone. The only problem is, for that to work, kailangan nakikita mo yung apat na corners mo at all times. Eh dito, natatakpan siya nung mug. Kaya natatakpan siya. Makikita mo lang siya dito. Tapos after a while, matatakpan yung edge na yun ulit. So that presents a problem. Okay? Pag ginamit mo naman yung 3D camera tracker na ginawa natin, halimbawa itong tracking data na to, okay, you can find an edge there, pero ang challenge mo is paano pa rin siya i-fit dun sa corner niyo. So, halimbawa, hahanap ka, yan. Okay. And then you can create a camera out of it. But the problem is, paano mo siya ikakabit again dun sa four corners na yun. So either mamanu-manuhin mo siya or something like that. Okay? So this is where another camera tool na tinatawag natin is called Mocha. Okay? So it's actually a plugin in After Efx. So built-in na siya. So you can use it. And the difference nito is that it tracks a plane. Okay? Yung mga ginawa natin before, ang tinatrack niya are points. Okay? So that's why ang magiging problem nun kapag ang tinatrack mo ay points, kapag hindi mo na nakikita yung point na yun sa screen, hindi na matatrack ni After Efx yun. Kasi you're tracking a very specific point lang. So dito, ang tinatrack niya ng Mocha is a plane. A planar tracking. So how does Mocha work? Okay? So let's do another example. Let me just start from scratch. So let me just get the objects again. I will drop it into a new composition. So may objects 2 ako. Okay. So this is the whole footage. Now I don't want to do the whole thing kasi baka medyo tumagal tayo. At saka may may problem pa yan dito. Nagiging blurred na. So, minsan hindi na magiging maganda yung track. So, I wanted to get lang at this part na medyo okay siya. Let's do 3 seconds. So, lagi ko lang sa beginning in 3 seconds. Composition, trim contour work area. So, I'm going to only work at 3 seconds. Ito yan. So, natatakpan ka pa rin nung top. Okay? So now, you select the object, okay? And then in your effects window, okay, let me just bring my effects and presets. Look for Mocha. Mocha AE. So you drop it there, okay? And then it will launch this one, okay? So, ayan, may mga options ka dyan, pero mamaya natin i-implement yan. Okay? So, pag nagawa mo na yan, go to Mocha. Open it, double click. Okay, so this is a free plugin. Start. Okay, naka-classic view ako, pero usually ang lalabas sa dyan is essential view. Okay, if you're just beginning this should be enough na. Okay. So let me just drag it there in the middle. Okay. So now, how does Mocha work? Okay. The way Mocha works is you create a, remember mo nung nagtatrack tayo ng point, merong parang small square, and merong big square. Okay? So dito, ang gagawin mo is magke-create ka ng track area. Okay? Na gagamitin mo, which is a plane. Okay? Ang kailangan mo is dapat nakikita yung plane na yon across the entire video. So in this case, okay, if we scrub through the animation, so makita natin ito, may plane tayo dito. And then at some point, ma-obscure yung plane na yan. So dito sa simula, malinaw yung plane mo. So ito, meron ka yung face niyan. Tapos, after some point, ma-obscure yung a certain part na yan, pero nakikita mo pa rin generally yung itsura ng plane. Okay? So you want to be able to track that plane. So gagawin mo, you start anywhere, actually anywhere in the video ka, and then you create this called spline. Create a spline tool. And then you draw around that plane. So drawing around that plane, so click, and hanap ka ng plane. Hindi kailangan eksakto. Just create a plane. So yan. Then right click, plane. So ganun yung plane na hatakin mo yan. So ito pang curvature. Okay. So try to get as best as you can the plane na itatrack mo. And then you can scrub again. Tingnan natin kung okay. So dito, okay, looks okay. Pasok pa rin naman siya dun sa area natin. So itatrack natin yung plane na yan. So now, once na nagawa mo ngayon yan, okay, you just press the track button. So itatrack niya yung plane na yan. So kumbaga you're telling Mocha na, tignan mo tong plane na to, okay, across each frame, hanapin mo yung frame na yan. Okay, as it changes. So ano itatrack niya? Translations, scale, rotation, skew, and then add mo na rin perspective. Okay? And then, you just track it forward. And then it will analyze that footage and it will try to track that as best as it can. And then, so na-track natin, naman itong blue. This blue one is, ibig sabihin niya may track data na. Yung red ones, wala pang track data. So I'll put my cursor again here at the middle. And And then I will run backwards. Okay? So now, just play it. Tignan mo kung maganda yung pagkakatrack niya. So, it looks like nakuha niya yung buong plane na yon. So, na-track niya yung buong plane na yon. Now, okay, yeah, all you have to do is click ngayon itong show surface na to because dito mo ipapasok na yung track data mo. So yan, makita mo yung square na yan. So what you do is you align that. Okay. So to zoom, you can just use this tool or press Z. Okay, and then move your mouse up. And then i-align mo siya dun sa corners. Okay. Align mo siya dun sa corners. All right. So yeah. And then let's zoom out. Okay. Let's try to play it. Tignan natin kung okay ba yung track natin. Looks like you have a good track. So na-track niyo yung plane na yun. Okay. So now that you're done, file. Okay, you can save the project. Okay. So ayan na. And then go back to After Effects. Kung may track data ka na. Ganito. Wait. Okay, then you close Muka. All right. So nandiyan ka na ngayon. And then now all you have to do is place in kung saan mo siya ilalagay. So halimbawa, gamitin natin yung part. Wala lang akong object na tama yung size for that. And then dun sa objects mo, Mocha, for the tracking data, so select mo, corner pin, layer to export it, the part, and then apply export. Oops, wala. Create track data. Sorry. Create track data and then select mo yung layer 1. Ito yung nandito yung track data mo. And then click OK. So, makikreate na siya ng track data dito. And then, use the corner pin option. Select yung source mo as the part 1, yung object na gusto mo i-track doon. And then, apply the export. Pwede siya lumalabas. Wala. Tama naman tayo. So the track data is here. So, tama naman to. Okay. Should be correct. Okay. At di siya lumalabas doon. Wait. Let me do it again. Kailangan. Mali yata ako doon. Object. If you put in my Park object again there. Let me just scale it down. If it fits there. Select my objects. Okay, so may track data ko. Park, source, apply export. Ayan, ba't di siya lumalabas? Ah, yun. Pero maliit siya. Ah, okay. I think I know. Mali nga pala yung composition niya. So, Park, JPEG, I put it inside, I pre-compose it. Control, Shift, C, Park comp. So, select this one. Ay, sorry. Kailangan. Ulitin ko. Park. Then pre-compose. Pre-compose, move all attributes. Park JPEG. So that's the same composition size. And then double click natin. Dito natin siya scale. Pagdating dito, same comp area ka. Dito, corner pin, parking comp 1, source, apply track point. Sorry na siya. So sorry ang nangyari pala doon kasi yung part natin was, it's a bigger size than the actual frame. So I have to pre-compose it para same yung size nung footage ko, saka same size yung comp ko. Okay. So ngayon, naka-track na siya ngayon dyan. If we look at it, so nakapatong na siya ngayon. Gets? Everybody got it?
Yes po.
All right. So now, so yung question ni Marlon, so ganito yung nangyari, di ba? So yun, nakapatong ngayon yung nakapatong ngayon yung tawag dito yung object ko dun sa mug. Okay? Paano ko siya ilalagay sa ilalim? Okay? So this is where, okay, yung rotoscoping naman comes in. Okay? So gagawin natin, wala tayong option dyan So sometimes, when you're doing visual effects, wala kang choice but to rotoscope. It's not the most exciting kind of work. Okay? Kasi para kang nag-background removal. So kung familiar kayo sa Photoshop, gano'n. Except that dito, gagawin mo siya frame by frame. So it's not really a very fun thing to do for a lot of people. But eventually, but at some point, kailangan mo siyang gawin Okay? But the advantage that you have right now is that since the release of 2020, After Efx 2020, they have what we call a Roto Brush 2. Okay? Matagal na yung Roto Brush. I think that was way back 2014 pa yata. Kaya lang yung first version ng Roto Brush, parang hindi siya masyadong effective. But since the release of Adobe After Efx 2020, pinasok na nila yung Roto Brush 2, which uses Adobe Sensei. So the artificial intelligence. So it creates a better rotoscoping. So paano mo siya ginagawa? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate the object scene. Okay. And I'm gonna put it on top. So tatakpan niyo muna yung yung naka-track kong data. And then I will try to isolate. Tingnan ko muna, Pwede kong i-isolate yung buong mug. Okay? So gawin na lang natin yon kung buong bag. Although in this case, hindi mo kailangan i-isolate yung buong bag kasi kailangan mo lang i-isolate yung part na nagko-cover siya. But just in case you want to isolate the whole mug, so this is what you're going to do. So select that object and then double click it. So you want to enter this layer editing section. Okay. So make sure that your time indicator is at the very beginning. Okay. And tas kitang-kita mo yung i-rotoscope mo. Okay. I-hide ko na muna itong dalawa. Tapos, tatanggalin ko na rin yung mocha dito. I don't need the mocha tracker on that one. So, para wala akong extra artifacts. And then I will use this tool, the Roto Brush tool. So, nakita dyan yung instructions niya. Drag over foreground, Alt, drag over background. Okay? So, the way it works is, you just drag it. Okay? So, kung gusto nyo lakihan yon, ito yung ano mo, track. Gusto mo lakihan yan, just press Control and click the left mouse button and then move up. Up, down. So, Control, left mouse button, click, and then move up or down para lumaki-lumaki. So, gagawin mo lang dito is just trace parts of it, of your object na gusto mong i-rotoscope. So, dito, green, select niyan. Ito, select ko yan. Select ko yan. Tapos, ito, select ko to. Looks like I covered it. Okay? So, na-cover ko na. Now, let's fine-tune it. Ito, gusto kong tanggalin itong part na to. So, I press Alt. So, parang minus sign siya. So, para wala itong background na to. So, nakuha niya na yung butas na yon. Okay? So, na-rotoscope mo siya. So, but you need to fine-tune things. Okay? So, let's zoom in. So, simulan natin dito. So, ang key dito sa rotoscoping is try to be as meticulous as you can on the first rotoscope that you do. Because the more refined yung pag-rotoscope mo, the better niya masisense ni After Effects yung other frames. So dito try to take enough time yung para makuha mong ang maayos. So ito seems like okay. Pero kung gusto mong magbawas, so Control click down para mas maliit. So para mabawasan, press Alt. So tanggalin mo lang yung maliliit na yon sa edges. You don't want some of them. So ito, tatanggalin ko to. Natin yan. So refine it as best as you can. And then kung magdadagdag ka, dagdag mo lang. It's very fine brush. Tapos ito, fine brush. Tanggalin natin ito. So dito, hindi na maganda yung contrast, no? Pero, subukan lang natin. Let's try to create a good shape out of it. Oh, hindi niya nakuha. Undo. So, kuha lang ako dito. Ayan. So, maliliit na sections. So, try to do it in small sections. Then, Alt. Tanggalin natin ito. Okay, tanggalin natin yan. Medyo ano siya, madugo gawin.
Sir, ano yung shortcut ulit ng pag-remove?
Pag?
Yung minus pa.
Alt. Press Alt.
Press Alt. Pag plus, ay pag mag-add po.
Pag-add, bitawan mo lang.
Wait lang. Okay.
Add siya.
Thanks.
Default. Okay, so yan. So, refine mo lang. Medyo ito na yung pakiramdaman. Tignan natin yan. So, tignan natin ito. Yan, looks good. Then, let's go inside. Dagdag natin ito. Natin yan. Bawas konti. Okay. Later on, you can refine the edges pa. Ito, dagdag natin ito. Makita nyo, galing niyang detect ng edges. So ito, dagdag natin ito. Ito, dagdag mo yan. Yan. Dagdag yan. Okay, add that. Add a bit here. Add a bit here. Okay. Minsan ang hirap na pag wala ng contrast, hindi mo na malaman Okay, but seems that we have a pretty good rotoscope. And then, okay, so once you're happy with it, fine-tune mo na, go frame by frame ngayon. Tingnan mo kung nakatapat pa rin siya. Lakihan ko lang So all you have to do is, tingnan nyo yan, and then press page down, go frame by frame. Tingnan mo kung okay pa rin siya. So it looks like, so I'm just going frame by pressing page down. So makita nyo. Tapos makikita mo dito na nag-green yung iba. Pag nag-green ka na, ibig sabihin na-process nyo na yan. Okay, yung mga gray, ibig sabihin hindi niya pa na-process. So I can press page down again. Okay, this is a good time to just really test out the whole sequence para makikita niyo. Tapos make fine adjustments kapag may sablay. So in this case, mukhang kakayanin nating buo siya na maayos.
Sure.
Kita nyo, nakukuha niya yung shape, no? Kahit na low contrast na dito sa area na to.
Question po.
Yeah.
So, habang pine-frame by frame po natin yung ito, pag yung isang frame medyo hindi siya tumapat, yung frame lang na yun yung i-edit natin.
Yes, yung frame lang na yun ang i-edit mo.
Okay po.
Just refine that frame.
Okay po. Thank you.
Okay. Yan, halimbawa ito. Yung frame na yan, medyo lumalabas na to. Okay, so refine mo lang yung part na yan. Okay. So dito, we need to subtract this part. Subtract that part. Okay. Then go page up. Subtract that part. Subtract this part. So medyo dito nagsimula Okay, then I go page down. So nakuha ko na yun ulit. Ayan na. Mas maganda na yung tracking ko. Right? Let me see the whole thing again. Page down, page down. Ito kasi ang objective ko, hindi ko naman talaga gusto tanggalin yung buong cup Kailangan ko lang talaga i-rotoscope dito yung tumatapat dun sa frame. Pero just for example, yan, kasi matanggal yung buong cup. Now, that's it. So once you're happy with everything, click nyo lang tong freeze. And then what After Effects it will do is it will freeze all of the rotoscoping that you did on that layer. So it takes a while. So just wait for it. Kaya konti lang yung frames na gusto kong i-work kasi otherwise ang tagal natin. Lalo na kung mahaba yung clip mo. Okay? So yan, makikita niyo na. Roto brush and refine edge propagation is frozen. So if you want to update the roto, i-unfreeze mo lang. Pero ngayon na naka-freeze na siya, ibig sabihin, yan yung sequence niya. And then, you can just test out different views. So yung alpha view, matte view, regular view. So, views lang naman yun. Okay? Then when you're happy with it, go back to your composition. That's it. You can play this as makikita mo na. Ito yung mug mo. Oops, may butas tayo sa simula. Okay. So, refine natin yan. Hindi ko nakita yan. So, balik tayo. Objects. Double click. And then click the roto brush tool. Unfreeze natin. Okay. Ito. Kailangan natin okay. Kailangan kong i-add ito. I'll just add this at the very beginning.
Sir,
Then I'll go page down again. So na-add ko na siya. I can just go to the end and let it process it. Ayos na natin yan. Okay, and then play it again. Let's see kung maganda yung pagkakaroto natin. Okay, looks okay na. And then freeze it again. So ngayon pwede ka nang maghiwalay ng objects on a video. Kung hindi ka nakapag-green screen, pwede ka nang mag-roto brush mo. It's very effective. Ganda ng output niya. So once you're happy with it, go back to your main composition. Okay, and check out your rotoscope object. Yeah, looks fine. Tapos pwede kang, ang adjustment na pwede mong gawin is yan. Pwede kang mag-feather ng edges mo. If you want the edges to be a bit smoother. Contrast. Okay. And then pwede mong i-shift yung edge. Liliit, lalaki. Pwede mong litan ng konti. Okay. Then reduce chatter. So, ako, lilitan ko siya ng konti. So, mga 5%. Okay. And then dahil may motion, ano ka, pwede mong i-track din yung motion blur kung may motion ka. Pero wag na natin gawin yun, baka bumagal. Then when you're happy with that, turn on the rest. Now, you have your tracked data. Napalitan mo na, tapos na rotoscope mo na yung object mo. Kuha?
Kuha po.
Everybody got it? So try it out. Para ma-experience nyo. Okay? Don't do the whole thing, ha? Just pick the first 3 seconds. Otherwise, tatagal yung gagawin niyo. Okay? O kahit nga 2 seconds lang eh. Just pick enough frames para lang hindi nyo masyadong pagtagalan. So do that, mocha tracking, and then rotoscoping to put that. So I'll give you a few minutes on that. Balik tayo, it's 2:47. Balik tayo mga 3:10. Okay? So try to do that. And then share your screen na rin para nakikita ko yung ginagawa niyo.
Ay, sorry, question po.
Yeah, sure.
Nandito po ako sa Mocha. Nakita niyo po.
Okay, kita ko.
And then, after neto,
Na-track mo na yan?
natrack ko na, may track na po ba yung ganito? Hindi ko sure.
Patingin, sige, play mo lang. Play mo yung track. Yan.
So, yung naka-red pa rin siya.
Okay.
Mali po, no?
Tama yan, tama.
And then, save lang po. Tama po.
No, show surface tracking data.
Ay, sure.
Yes. Yan sa baba niyan. Yan. Click mo yan.
Ayan.
Oh, wala ka.
Ay, wala pa po.
Okay. So, na-track mo ba yung perspective? Hindi mo na-track yung perspective.
Ito
So,
ba lang
you
po?
repeat the track, click mo yung perspective. Perspective.
Ayan pa.
Ayan. And then you track it again.
Hindi ko po gagalawin itong mga...
Mamaya mo na, okay lang yan, kahit mamaya mo na galaw. Not that one. Yan. Track it. Forward. And then track it backward. Start kaya on the other end. Good. Okay. Tapos i-align mo ngayon yan dun sa corners mo. Corner ng frame. Picture frame mismo. Yes. Okay lang siya kahit na nasa labas siya ng
Okay. Noted.
Yan, kahit i-eyeball mo lang, estimate. Yan. Tapos play it. Tingnan mo kung maganda yung pagkakalapat niya. Yeah, looks good.
Okay na po.
And then save mo na. Yeah, save.
Save po na. Ano ba gagawin? Save na.
Yeah, save and exit to After Effects.
Okay.
Save. Yeah, lang and then exit nga to After Effects.
Save and exit.
And then, so with that, kailangan mo mag-create ka muna ng data mo. Create track data. So you have to click that. Para ipapasok niyo yung data na yan. Sige, yan.
Click na po ito. No?
Yep, click mo lang yan.
Layer.
And then select layer 2, yan. Then click OK. So ngayon, nandiyan na yung track data mo ngayon.
Apa.
And then, yung papasok mo na ngayon dyan
yung object pa.
Yung object. Gusto mong, so kahit kahit yan, o yung video na ginawa natin. Just make sure that that is the same
pre-compose ko pa.
Kaya pre-compose mo.
Then,
alright.
Okay.
And balik ka sa objects.
Ah,
Corner pin, tama. Apply. Export to part.
Country.
Apply export.
Yo.
Boom. Yan.
Boom. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Ayos. Marlon, I'm looking at your work. Anong tinatry mong ano? You have to track that plane.
Ayun. Actually, nalito na nga po ang gagawin ko eh.
Okay, hindi. Okay, tama yan. Okay, mag-move forward ka muna.
Ito po. From dito po, sa simula.
Yan, okay. So, dyan. Hindi, mamaya muna. Balik ka muna.
Balik
Simula
po.
muna. Simula. Okay, yan. Okay. So, ang pag-track ng data, i-click mo yung, di ba yan, yung meron ka sa kaliwa, track motion options.
Saan pa? Ito po.
Click mo yung perspective, include mo. Yung mga may blue na yan, yung tinatrack niya. And then yung parang play button na yan, na T, the track, that is the tracking. So you have to click that.
Okay. So, mangyayari po, every time na lumalagpas siya, i-adjust ko po siya, tapos i-play ko po ulit.
Hindi mo kailangan yan. I-play mo lang siya.
Tuloy-tuloy lang po.
Tuloy-tuloy mo lang siya. Ita-track niya yung plane na yan. As best as it can.
Kahit po medyo lumagpas siya ng konti, ay pumasok po ng konti.
Teka, hindi. Kaya siya nagagano kasi marami ka ng keyframes. Sige, baba ka. Can you reduce your window size para makita ko?
Ito pala. Meron pala dito.
Yung mga green na yan, keyframes yan eh.
Ito po.
Oo. So you have to delete those. So click that. And then merong keyframe dito na delete all. Sa kanan. Baba ka.
Saan po?
Baba. Yan. Tapos kanan. Yan. May all keyframes delete. Katabi.
Ito po.
Yan. Delete all keyframes. Okay. Yes.
Tapos simulan ko po ulit.
Simula. Adjust mo muna yung track data mo.
Paano po ba?
Yan.
Hindi na po siya nag-a-adjust. Ayun.
Adjust lang.
Dito po sa taas, hindi na siya abot.
Okay lang.
Okay na po.
Okay. Are you tracking? Hindi ka pa nagka-track. Naka-play ka lang. Saka hindi ka nag-reduce to 3 seconds lang. Mahaba ng tina-track mo.
Po Close ko po muna pala, no?
Close muna. I-clear mo muna yung work area mo.
Ito po, okay.
Tapos trim
Yung
comp
video
work
pala
area.
muna.
Tapos trim comp to
Yan,
work. Ayan, pwede na yan.
Pre-comp. Okay na po.
Okay na yan. Pwede na yan. So, go ka.
Okay, then ito po.
Yan. Start. So, punta ka sa start.
Ayun. Nasaan po ba yung ano ko?
Okay, mag-click ka lang dyan. Sige.
Hindi ko po makita.
Just click anywhere and then, yan.
Ayun. Okay. Ito po. Okay, then i-adjust ko po siya, no?
Yan, adjust mo lang. Just get a plane lang. As best as you can. Hindi naman kailangan refine dyan. Dagdag mo pa yung
Taas po.
Yan.
Okay, and then ito na pa na.
Hindi. Perspective. Click mo rin yung perspective. And then, play.
Okay
Yan.
po.
Track. So, susundan niya ngayon yan. Yung plane na yan. As best as it can.
Yeah. Okay na po. And then, isa-save ko na po siya.
Yes. Teka lang No. Ang kailangan mo gawin is ipakita mo muna yung yung surface. So, click mo yung show surface tracking data. So, sa baba niyan. Baba. Surface.
Ito po.
Yan. Click. And then, i-align mo yung surface na yan dun sa corners ng frame mo. Good. Yan, i-eyeball mo na lang talaga yun. Best as you can. Yan. Wait.
Apa.
And then, try to
And
play.
then-
Tingnan mo kung maganda yung lapat niya. Hindi na yan. Stop.
Tap na po.
Yung isa, yung play. Sa baba.
Ito pa.
Oh, yan. Yan play, yung isa track.
Okay po. Mali po. Okay lang po kaya yan? Napindot ko ulit.
Okay lang yan. Then, I think that's okay. Then you can save and go back to After Effects.
Okay pa. Then save po na.
Then go back to After Effects.
Ito lang po.
Okay lang yan.
Okay, then
Balik mo sa AE.
ano po, i-close ko lang po ito.
Close mo lang yan.
Yan. Okay na po. Tapos maglalagay lang po ako ng
Ayan. Okay ka na. Ilalagay mo na ngayon dyan yung So, pumunta ka na ngayon sa tracking data. Scroll down with tracking data. Then create track data.
okay po.
So, you have to save the track data dyan ngayon.
Create track data.
Then, you select the layer 2 yan. Select mo siya. Click OK. So, nandiyan na.
Tapos apply na po.
Wait. Ano yung, kailangan mo ipasok mo rin sa scope yung ilalapat mo. Dyan, pili ka na lang nung mga video na dati.
Ito na lang po siguro.
Pwede yan. Woman walking. Pasok mo siya dyan.
Balik po ako doon.
Then object. Select that. Yung layer export to.
Layer export to. Dito po. Source.
Yung layer export to woman walking. And then yan. Apply export.
Okay. Nagets ko na po. Medyo nalito lang po talaga ako kanina doon.
Sir, pwede magtanong? Sorry. Yung sa akin hindi po tumapat. Share ko po yung screen ko.
Thank you po. Thank you po.
All right. Welcome.
Kita niyo na po.
Vince? Okay. Wait.
Wait. Sorry.
Christopher. Sige, pa-share ng screen.
Ayan po. Hindi po siya tumapat dun sa...
Teka lang
Sige po.
Okay, sige. Alright, I'm looking at your screen now.
So, nag-create ako layer 1.
Okay.
Corner pin. Then, yung bridge 2. Yun, hindi siya nakatapat.
Okay, kasi you need to, the bridge 2 has to be the same comp size as your comp. So, tingnan mo ano yung scale ng bridge 2 mo? Layer. Can you bring down the scale? Hindi dyan.
No, wait.
Doon sa comp na ginagawa mo. Objects 3, yan. Ano yung scale niyan? Press S. 100%. Pero yung comp size niya, iba. Tingnan mo. Ano yung comp size niya? Okay, ganito na lang gawin mo. Sige. Balik ka dun sa objects. Okay? Then, select bridge 2. I-ano mo siya? I-right click mo. Then, transform. Transform, fit to comp. Control Alt F. Okay? And then i-pre-compose mo yan.
Recompose po ulit.
Yeah, pre-compose mo ulit yan. Kailangan kasi yung ilalapat mo, same yung size niya dyan.
Okay.
Okay? So, yan. Yan ngayon ang applyan mo.
Oh, okay. So layer 1, corner pin, ridge.
Oh, ano nangyari sa ano mo? Teka, bakit meron kang middle point? Patingin nga nung sa mocha mo. Pag-track mo sa mocha.
Wait.
Ay, teka. Patingin ng bridge 2 comp. Press mo yung scale. Yes. Okay. Naka-scale ka pa rin.
100 ko po to.
Dapat 100 lang yan pareho. Okay, so hindi ka pa rin talaga nakaano. Okay, wait. Delete mo muna yan. Bridge 2 comp. Okay, pasok mo ulit yung original na bridge na ilalatag mo. Bridge 2 yata yan, tama ba?
Ayun po yung inedit ko kahapon ng kulay. So,
Sige, okay lang, kahit ano, papasok mo sa dyan.
okay.
Sige. Whatever you like, okay. So, ang problema mo kasi dyan, iba yung size ng comp na yan sa size nung...
Okay.
So, kailangan pareho sila. So, what you have to do there is, you have to resize that. So right-click it, then transform, fit to comp. Okay? And then you pre-compose mo yan. Okay? Pero wait. Oops, ano nangyari?
Pumasok po dun sa... Ito po.
Hindi, weird eh. Undo mo nga, undo. Balik ka dun sa objects tree.
Ba't may gano'n ulit? Sorry.
Kasi yung pag pre-comp mo, hindi siya pumapasok sa ano eh. Ang tama. Okay. Fit to comp. Control-Shift-C. Sige, press Control-Shift-C. Kailangan may dialog box na lalabas.
Mhm.
Yan. Tapos move all attributes.
Oh.
Yan yung kulang eh.
Okay.
So ngayon, tingnan mo yung scale niyan. Sige, sa objects. Sa objects 3. Pasok ka sa objects 3. Tingnan mo yung scale niyan. So, parang naka 100. So dyan mo siya i-apply.
Okay.
Kasi the moment na meron kang scaling na ginawa, na-apektuhan yung corner pin mo eh.
Okay.
Dapat siya. Alright?
Okay po. Thank you po.
Anybody else having issues?
Okay naman po sa answer.
Okay. Time na ba? Is it okay to move forward?
Yes na yata, sir.
Okay po on my end, sir.
Ano na?
Okay po on my end.
Sige
Okay.
po.
How about
Sige
the
po.
rest?
Sige
Okay,
po.
tayo.
Ano lang po.
Okay lang po, sir.
Okay po. Okay. So the next one na gagawin natin is, let me share my screen now. Medyo mas madadali itong ano natin. Next one. Well, except other one, share screen, share. So dalihan ko lang itong next one. So let me just save this. I will close this para bago na tayo composition. Close project. Okay. So, our next topic is, so na-cover na natin tracking and rotoscoping. So, practice nyo ulit yan para makuha ninyo. And then, what we're going to do now is essential graphics. Have you ever used this? Oh, hindi pa.
Di pa po ata.
Hindi pa. Okay. Now, essential graphics, especially if you are working between After Effects and Adobe Premiere Pro, this is very helpful kapag may integration ka between those two applications. Ang biggest challenge kasi, say for example, gumagawa ka ng mga interview videos, di ba? Tapos, maglalagay ka ng lower thirds. Okay? Tapos yung lower thirds na yun, syempre, pinapalitan mo yung text niyan every time, di ba? So, paano minsan meron kang gustong animation na nagawa mo na sa After Effects, tapos i-bring in mo siya yung titles na yun sa Premiere. Pero, hindi mo ma-edit yung After Effects file diretso sa Premiere. Parang ang tagal, para pupunta ka ng After Effects, papalitan mo yung text, i-render mo yung video na may matte, tapos ilalagay mo sa Premiere. So, alam niyo yung workflow na gano'n? Meron bang gumagawa sa inyo yung gano'n? Mga title slides? Wala.
Yes po.
Meron po.
Wala pa. So, madalas yan di ba?
Meron po.
Pero saan yung ginagawa? Sa Premiere?
Yes po, sa Premiere po.
Sa Premiere na. Okay. Pero, yun nga ang question natin is, what if nagawa mo na, meron kang ginawa sa After Effects Minsan kasi may mga animations tayo na hindi natin nagagawa ng maganda sa Premiere. Okay? Kasi parang fade in, fade out lang yung nagagawa natin sa Premiere. So say for example, gawa tayo ng simple animation. Or sabihin natin title animation. Or ano ba? Sige, parang lower thirds na lang. Gawa tayo ng simple lower thirds. Layer, new. Lalagyan ko ng solid. I can place this anywhere. Hindi mo ng white. Okay, white solid ka. Tapos, gagawa lang ako ng simple text animation. So, gawa tayo ng text. Charlie Aquino. Tapos, increase lang natin yung font niya. Palitan natin yung font ito. Ayan, bold. Okay. I-size natin siya. Tapos, kuha tayo ng panibagong text. Dito. Okay. Slitan natin siya. Palitan natin ng Roman. Okay. So, lower thirds natin yan. Nagawa na natin. Gawin natin din yan. Okay. Tapos gawa natin ng simpleng animation. Parang magandang animation. Maglagay din tayo ng halimbawa, line. O kaya, box. I-box natin siya. Gawa tayo ng, para at least makita ninyo yung effectiveness nito. So let me draw a rectangle. So ito lang naman I'm just making something na this can be anything. It's up to you how you want to design it. So babaguhin ko yung path nito. Yan ko. Tanggalin ko yung stroke. Opacity ng stroke 0. So, wala akong stroke. Tapos rectangle size, angle width, Tapos lalagay ko siya sa ilalim. Yan. Okay. Size ko. Baan ko. Width. Ilalagay ko siya dyan. Para meron akong ano. Tapos ikiyan ko siya. So, ayan. Halimbawa, meron akong ganyan. Tapos, itong ano to, gusto ko magagaling siya dito. May anchor point ako. Lipat ko yung anchor point ko dito. Snap it there. And then Charlie Aquino instructor. Yan. Tapos lagyan ko lang ng simpleng animation. So, ang animation ko dito, shape layer ko, gusto ko lang parang nag-expand yung ano niya, yung tawag dito, from 0 to 100%. So, scale, animate ko lang yung scale niya, pero sa X lang ang gusto ko. So, from 0 to after mga, sabihin natin 15 frames to 100. Okay? Meron akong animation ganyan. 0 to 100. Tapos si Charlie Aquino, manggagaling siya from ano, simple na natin. From the bottom sila pareho. So, position. Oops, sorry. Hindi niya. Position nila. Manggaling yun sa bottom. F9. Tapos, mauna si Charlie Aquino. Tapos, shape layer ko. Duplicate ko siya. O huwag na. Simple na lang natin. Tapos ito offset lang. So, just a simple lang. Okay? Tapos, let me just refine the graph nito. Suwabe siya. Yan. Okay? So, meron ako lower thirds na ganyan. Halimbawa, ganyan. Now, ngayon, gusto kong gamitin itong lower thirds na ito sa Premiere. Okay? Kaso, every time na kailangan kong gamitin itong lower thirds na to, meron akong mga things na kailangan i-take note. Okay? Unang-una na is kailangan napapalitan ko yung text, yung pangalan. Tapos, kailangan napapalitan ko yung position niya, instructor. Tapos, gusto ko yung bar na yon, yung size ng bar ko sa ilalim, nag-a-adapt siya kung gaano kahaba yung text. So, halimbawa, pag Brian ang ilalagay ko, so maliit lang dapat yung box ko. Okay? And then, kailangan napapalitan ko rin yung kulay. So, pwedeng sabihin sa akin, palitan mo yung kulay niyan. Okay? So, you have to determine ano yung mga gusto mong editing features na meron ka na gusto mong ipasa sa Premiere Pro. Okay? So, you have to determine those things. So, pag nagawa mo na itong composition na to, okay, the one thing that you can do is to create a parang a controller null. Okay, layer, new, either a null object or an adjustment layer. Halimbawa, null object na lang. Okay? So, tapos name lang natin ito na control or settings. Pwedeng ganyan. Okay? So, in this case, ang kailangan mong i-determine ano yung mga things na gusto mong i-set as mga parameters na gusto mong i-control. Okay? Number one is, halimbawa, okay, kailangan na i-edit ko yung Charlie Aquino na text. Okay? So, kailangan, alam ko na left aligned lagi siya. So, okay. Left aligned ako. Tapos napapalitan ko yung font niyan. So, yan. So, gagawa ka lang ng checklist. And then, instructor, kailangan napapalitan ko rin yan. Okay? And then, gusto ko napapalitan ko yung kulay nitong shape layer. Okay, so meron akong property dito ng parang ano yan, yung fill. Okay, fill color. Tapos yung stroke ko, pwede palitan ko yung kulay. Or, halimbawa, ayaw na natin lagyan ng stroke. Huwag na lang yung stroke. Fill na lang. And then, kailangan napapalitan ko rin yung size. Itong path ko. So, kailangan nakahatak ko itong X. X value. Okay. Ano yun? Teka lang Kinumplikahan ko yung sarili ko eh. May scale kasi ako. Okay. So, sige. Yun ba? So, kailangan na ba, napapalitan ko rin itong, kumbaga, itong size na to ng X. Okay? Tapos, na-adjust ko yung position yan. Okay? Na-adjust ko dapat yung position niya na parang nandun lang siya. So, yun yung mga kailangan kong i-adjust eh. Kasi pag in-adjust ko itong X, kailangan meron din akong pang-adjustment itong position na to. Para naka-align pa rin siya. Okay? Yung mga crude stuff na kailangan kong gawin. So, yan yung mga things na kailangan kong i-edit. Okay? So, what I can do is, okay, I will go to my, ano ba to? Kita natin to. Okay. Oops. Di ba na may minimize tong window na to? Window, and then go to, nasa na yun? Sorry. Essential graphics. Yan. Sorry. Okay. So now, lalabas yung essential graphics window na yan. Okay. And here's the powerful part of it. Okay. So I'll select my comp 1. So I'll rename it my lower third. And then I'm going to select the composition as the lower third. Okay, so yan yung essential graphics. And then you name it. Okay? PCCI lower third. Hindi natin ganyan. And then click mo ito, solo supported properties. So papansin nyo ngayon, dun sa composition mo, ilalabas niya lahat ng mga properties na pwede mong i-attach dun sa essential graphics folder mo. Okay? So it's just a matter ngayon of dragging and dropping things going there. So, for example, ano yung mga gusto natin baguhin? Yung pangalan ko, di ba? Tama ba? Correct? So, ano yung nagko-control ng pangalan ko? It's the source text. So, ito, source text. I drag it up there. Click it. And then, palitan mo lang to, name. And then, edit properties. Gusto ko, napapalitan ko yung font, napapalitan ko yung size, napapalitan ko rin kung may italics o hindi. And then, click OK. So, may options ako na ganyan. The next, napapalitan ko rin yung instructions. Saan yun? Instructor. Source text ulit. Drag it there. Position. And then edit properties. So yan, edit ko ulit yung properties na yan. Ano pa yung gusto kong palitan? Gusto kong mapapalitan yung kulay ng box. So ano nagko-control ng kulay ng box? Ito, fill color. I drag it there. So box color. Okay? And then, ano pa yung gusto kong i-control? Size. Ang problema ko lang, yung size ko, okay, dalawang value yan. May X ako at may Y. Ayoko nang galawin yung Y. Ayoko nang parang lalaki at liliit pa siya. So gusto ko, ang kontrolado ko lang is the X value. So that is why meron akong controller na settings. So dyan, ito lang yung ginagamit ko to just to be able to isolate controls na gusto ko lang i-attach. So what I'll do here is sa settings, maglalagay ako ng effect. This is totally optional kung hindi mo kailangan. Slider control. Ito dito gumagana yung parang mga sort of expressions na rin kasi nagli-link ka. So here, sa slider na to, ang pangalan ko dito is box width. Ang pangalan ko lang dyan. And then all I have to do right now is to, okay, so na yun. Okay. Itong slider na to, ang magko-control ng value nito. Itong width na to. Okay? So, ang gagawin ko ngayon is I'll click this. Hindi, kailangan ko palang gumawa ng expression dito. Okay? So, familiar ba kayo sa expressions? Hindi. So, dito, ang gagawin ko dito is magta-type ako ng expression. Ito lang naman yun eh. Basically, pag nag-expression ka, it's whatever value, kailangan mag-assign ka lang ng value. So, ito, basically, sasabihin ko, yung x nito, x is equivalent to, i-equip ko siya dun sa value ng controller. Sorry. So, slider. Okay. I have to pick with this x to this one. To the slider control. Teka lang. Kaya pinihirapan ko yung sarili ko eh. Para lang okay. Expression on the size. X is equivalent to the value nito ay ayan. Effects box width. Okay. Sorry, pinahirapan ko lang ang sarili ko dito. I think this one is totally optional if you don't want. Okay. So, nililink ko lang siya dun sa slider. Okay. And then Y is equivalent to this content size 1. Okay. Basically, ang sinasabi ko lang talaga dito is yung X na yan, nilink ko lang siya dun sa value ng controller. Okay? So if you're not familiar with coding, basically ang coding na yan is pag binasa mo, yung X value ko is this comp layer settings. So nire-refer niya yung layer na may pangalan na settings sa comp na yan. Tapos yung effects na box width ang pangalan. Tapos yung value ng slider. Okay? And then Y is itong content na to, which is shape layer 1, rectangle. And then the rectangle path 1, yung size niya, pero kaya ako may number 1 dyan kasi ang gusto ko lang i-reference is yung Y value. Okay? And then, I will just put X, Y. Okay? Kung hindi kayo familiar sa coding, that's totally okay. So, okay mag-alala. So, ngayon napansin mo, nawala, ano? 0 yung value ko. Kasi, 0 itong settings ko. So, if I start increasing this, lumalaki na siya. Okay? Now, what I can do is, I will add this slider ngayon doon sa essential graphics ko. So, dito is box width. Okay? And then, ang gusto ko pang i-edit dito is yung box position. Kasi the moment na mas mahaba yung width ko, okay, i-edit range ko pala to. So it can be from anywhere from 0 to, sabihin mo ng 1,000. Okay, it can be anywhere there. $1,000. Ano tayo na? Ito. Alright, there you go. It can be anywhere from 0 to 1,000 the value. I'm just editing the range. Kaya napapansin nyo, di ba? Pag masyado ng malaki, kailangan i-adjust ko yung position yan. So yung position na yan is dependent on this position. Itong value ng position na sorry guys, napindot ng anak ko yung router. Saan ako nag-end? Saan ako nag-cut off? Hi? Saan ako na-cut off?
Hello, everyone.
Hello?
Yung sa box position po ata.
So, box position. So,
Opo.
ayan. So, basically, sige, sorry so, tuloy lang natin. So, nilalagay ko lang yung mga properties na gusto kong ma-edit dito sa Essential Graphics box na to. Okay? Na window. So, ayan. So, gusto ko na-edit ko yung position nitong box. May magandang paraan para gawin to pero ayoko nang gawin kasi a lot of expressions. So, basta na-edit ko lang yung position na yan at na-edit ko rin yung box width. Okay? So, once I'm happy with it, so yan palitan ko na yung kulay and everything. So, kayo na bahala. Depende kung ano pa yung gusto nyo i-add. Gusto nyo papalitan yung opacity. Okay? So, everything else. So, once you're happy with that, what you do is go to a time na naka-appear na lahat and then set poster time para lang ma-record dun sa screen nyo. Ito yung magiging thumbnail nyo. And then export motion graphics template. Oops. Save pala. Save first. Essential graphics. ECCI. Okay. Save. And then, yeah. Save natin dyan. Okay. Okay lang yan. So, sige. Yung mga errors na yung sasabihin. So, basically, so, ang ginawa ko, pag happy ka na, export motion graphics template. Ulitin ko lang So, it will save it. Minsan may error na lumalabas na ganyan. Hindi ko alam bakit. But in my experience, wala naman siyang effect. And then you just save it. So, Essential Graphics, PCI lower thirds. Okay. Replace. That's okay. And this is also okay. So that's it. Nasave mo na siya. Ngayon, let me just quickly launch my Premiere Pro. Para at least may idea kayo what happens. So I'll create a new project in Premiere Pro. Browse ko na lang dun sa ano natin. Advanced, Essential Graphics. Select folder. ECCI. Okay. Takes a while. And then, import media to start. Mag-import lang ako ng file ko dun sa ano natin. Sabihin na natin ito. Open. So, I'll create a sequence. And then, I will go to my graphics tab. And then, makikita mo dito sa side, may Essential Graphics window ka na. And then, all you have to do right now is load it. So, install motion graphics template. So, hanapin mo yung template mo. Saan ko ba sinave? Ay, sorry. Saan ko siya sinave? Oops, wait. Export. Teka lang ah. D Dropbox. Ah, sinave ko pala na different folder. Teka lang. Save ko dun sa folder natin. Yan. Sorry, mali lang yung save location ko kanina. So it should be here now. Makakita ka ng file na MOGRT, Motion Graphics Template. Okay? So yan yung ilo-load ko ngayon sa Premiere. Essential Graphics, MOGRT, open. So now, nandiyan na siya. Ang problema mo lang dito sa Premiere is ang daming options niya. So kailangan i-search mo yung name na ginamit mo. So, PCCI lower thirds. So, library. So, ito na ngayon yon. So, basically, i-drop mo na ngayon yan sa Premiere. So, it will load the motion graphics template. Mali lang yung size ko, 1280 by 720. Ang bagal niya. Okay? Hindi ko na-disable yung background. Pero okay lang yan. Ang mali ko lang, hindi ko disable yung background dito. Sorry. About that. So, dapat ini-hide ko na lang yung background nito. Kaya nag-appear siya doon. But in any case, so ito yung mangyayari. So, yan yung template mo ngayon. So, if you want to change the values of this one, punta ka lang din sa edit. So, palitan mo. So, diba, Brian. Mag-update na yan. Position. PCCI. So, mag-update na siya ngayon doon sa ano mo. Okay? And then you can change the text properties, font size, and all of those. Pwede mong palitan. And then, kung gusto mo palitan yung box color, just click it to any color that you like. So, na-edit mo ngayon yan. And then, box width, ito yung nasabi ko sa inyo. So, yung box width, pwede mo i-adjust ngayon. So, may lead siya. And then, i-adjust mo na yung box position mo ngayon. Until it fits the way you like it. And you preserve that same animation. Gets nyo? Kuha ba, guys?
Yes po.
Yes po.
Yeah. So yan, very useful yan kapag marami kang edits na ginagawa ganyan. Kasi otherwise, yung ibang, dati ginagawa ko, nire-render ko individual yung titles eh. Tapos mayroong parang alpha mat. Tapos i-load ko sa Premiere, bawat isa. So kagandahan yan, so once na-load mo na yan, duplicate mo lang to. Yung pangalawang essential graphics mo, eto, palitan mo na ulit yan. Charlie. Instructor. Gusto mo ibang box color siya. Green. And that's it. Then adjust yung box width kung gusto mo. Box position. Ito, pwede mo na i-cut din siya dyan. Another lower thirds. So, meron kang lower thirds kay Brian, lower thirds kay Charlie. So, very useful yan. Hindi lang pang dito pang lower thirds, but you can imagine it for logos, or you can imagine it for charts na pinapalitan mo yung data. Okay? Na nag-a-adapt siya. So you can use it for a lot of different things. Na kumbaga you're bringing in the editing capability of After Effects within Premiere Pro. All right? Okay. So what I want you to do is to just try it out. Make a very simple ano lang. Make a very simple, medyo kinumplika ko pa to eh. Naglagay pa ako ng box and color eh. So halimbawa, gawin nyo lang kahit na simpleng ano lang, dalawang name. And then add an animation to it. And then save it as an essential graphics and then try to put it into Premiere Pro. So just practice that para lang at least ma-experience nyo kung paano siya ginagawa. Okay? So spend the next few minutes trying to do that exercise. And then share screens na rin para I can see what you're doing. Vince, ang hatakin mo is yung source text.
Sige, sir. Sige, sir. Thank you.
Kasi ang hinahatak mo dapat the property that you want to
The
change.
property. Okay. Sige po. Thank you, sir.
Sir?
Yep.
Patulong po yung sa may settings po. Yung sa size, sa position po.
Okay.
Paano po uli yung adjustment doon?
Ayusin mo yung size and position. Actually, pinahirapan ko yung sarili ko. Ang gawin mo na lang, hatakin mo yung size.
Ito po. Then, ilagay ko lang po dito.
Lagay mo dyan. Kasi bibigyan ka niya ng X and Y din dyan.
Apa.
So,
Meron po kaya yung tipong naka-fix po yung height niya. Dito po kasi gumagalaw po siya.
pero independent yan, bawat isa, di ba?
Hindi po eh. Sabay po gumagalaw.
I-unlock mo siya. Ano mo?
Okay po.
Yan. Hiwalay na yan.
Okay, sige po. And then sa position po, same pa rin po ba?
Pinahirapan ko lang yung sarili ko last time.
So ito, okay na po kahit wala po ito.
Kahit wala na yun.
Okay po. So, ay.
Position.
Okay. Sige po. Ayun na po. Thank you po.
Sir Charlie?
Yes.
Ay. Yung dun sa kasi niload ko na siya dito sa sa Essential Graphics. The thing is, yung sa ko hindi nag-load yung box. So, kaya, piling ko meron akong, hindi ko na-load siguro ng tama.
Kasi yung box mo may yan. May keyframes ka eh.
Yeah.
Hindi ka pwedeng maglagay dyan ng may keyframes.
Okay. Gets.
Hindi ka pwedeng maglagay ng property na may keyframes.
So, talagang lang siya. Kumbaga yung keyframe na part, sa lang talaga siya, sir, pwede pag nag-script, no?
Pag nasa After Effects ka lang talaga yung may yung mga properties mo dyan na pinapalitan, basta hindi keyframe.
Okay, sige po. Thank you, sir.
Kaya hindi siya lumalabas.
Yung dito kasi, may siya, pero yun nga, hindi na siya yung, kumbaga hindi na siya based sa animation.
Hindi siya based sa animation mo.
Sige, sir. Thank you, sir.
Pero at least nagawa mo, na-load mo.
Yes, sir. Na-load naman.
Ayan.
Ito yung niya, yung animation.
Sometimes meron kang fine-tune na
Sige, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. I think ang useful niyan is sa inyong lahat is sometimes you can get motion graphics templates eh. Maraming free na yon online and then you can just load it. Okay? So at least alam niyo lang paano siyang gawin sa After Effects kung gusto niyo gumawa ng sariling version niyo. Okay, can we continue?
Yes, sir.
Tayong a few minutes left. And I have to cover a couple more topics. But this one, I'd like you to let me know. Kasi there are a few things pa na gusto ko i-cover. Number one is character reading. Number two is basic Cinema 4D light integration. And then I'll end with two topics on top 3 elements library and then the top 7 scripts. Okay lang ba sa inyo? Pasadahan ko na lang sila. Pero wala na tayong masyado exercises on it.
Okay lang, sir.
Sige po.
Sige, sir. Sige, sir.
Simulan ko lang sa basic Cinema 4D light integration. And then I'll just keep this very simple. Unless you're working a lot with 3D objects. Ano ba yan? Share screen. Ako kasi personally, I don't use a lot of 3D. And then if I use it, I don't use Cinema 4D, essentially. Kasi mas, minsan nalilito ako, parang ayoko na aralin yung Cinema 4D interface. So what I normally use is parang Element 3D. I don't know if you're familiar with it, pero it's from Video Copilot.net. Yung nga lang, hindi siya free. It's a paid, paid plugin. Okay, but it's very easy to use. Tapos naka-integrate siya with After Effects. Unlike Cinema 4D na maglilipat-lipat ka pa between After Effects and Cinema 4D, especially when you're working with cameras. Okay. Ang basic idea lang naman ng Cinema 4D integration is, let's say for example, close ko lang to Essential Graphics. So na-download niyo yung file na binigay ko. Na additional
Yes, sir.
file.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So let's say for example, ilagay ko lang itong objects ulit natin. Import objects. Then I drop it here. Then I'll trim it down to the first 2 seconds. Okay. So I have this animation happening. And then mag-apply lang ako ng camera tracker ulit sa kanya. Okay. Track the camera. So I let it analyze for a bit. So ang goal ko dito is, typically ganito naman yung mangyayari. Meron kang 3D scene, tapos gusto mong pasok ng 3D object. So that's the challenge na gusto mong gawin natin. So here, while it's analyzing, so ang idea ko is gusto ko magpasok ng isang object sa ibabaw ng CD. Okay? So naglagay ako ng 3D camera tracker para lang matrack ko yung mga points dito. And then just like before, I will select yung best location. So ito, seems like a good one. Select, right-click, and then this time, ang gagawin ko muna is set the ground plane and origin. Okay? So basically, ang sinasabi ko is pag pumunta ko sa Cinema 4D, dyan yung ito yung ground plane ko. I will tell Cinema 4D, ito yung ground plane ng scene ko. Okay? So set ground plane and then create null and camera. So right now, meron akong null. Okay? And then meron akong camera na nandito. Now, in Cinema 4D, ang gagawin ko ngayon dyan, to integrate an object to it, first thing I'll do is I will save this file first. Save. C4D integration. Okay. And then from here, nandito na yung track null ko, yung 3D camera, I will export this. File export as a Cinema 4D exporter. So, yan. May 2D layer na na-found. Okay lang yan. Objects lang yan. Then I will click OK. Then I will save it. Ano ba? Objects. Okay. Save. So, it created that file ngayon, objects. So, pwede ko siyang i-import. So, nandito siya sa labas. And then, pwede ko siyang hatakin ngayon dito sa timeline ko. I have this Cinema 4D. So, pag nalignan ko siya, so makita mo, ayan, medyo maganda yung lapat niya dun sa plane. So, yung viewport ko nakadraft. Kung gusto nyo mawala yan, just put it at current. Pero minsan gusto mo makita lang yung yung lines. So, and then, what I'll do is, just like any object na bago, pwede mong i-edit yan in Cinema 4D. So, right-click, open, edit original, and then After Effects will launch Cinema 4D Lite. So, wala ako ng Pro version, so Lite lang ang meron ako. So, and then from here, okay, you can now adjust it. So meron kang lumalabas dito na items mo. Pag click mo, yan yung location ng null mo. So dun sa scene mo, okay? So dun sa scene mo sa After Effects, may null object ka, yan yung null na yan. Okay? So if you want your object to be positioned, kaya importante, pinosition mo yung null mo exactly where you want the object to be. So gusto ko, halimbawa, nandiyan talaga siya. Saktong-sakto siya dyan. Kaya nung in-export ko, makikita ko yung null doon. Okay? Now, all I need to do is file, import, or merge project. Ilalagay ko na ngayon yung object na gusto ko. So, halimbawa, dito, ano nga yun? Assets. Piggy bank. Saan yun? Yun, piggy. I'll place piggy there. And then makapapansin nyo, andyan siya, maliit. Okay? I can zoom in. Okay? So, i-scale ko siya. Select it. Then the scale tool nito. Select the object itself. And then attacking ko. To scale it. Big enough. So, hindi naman to Cinema 4D training. So, it's just, I'll just place this very raw image. Okay. Yan, nandun siya sa position na yan. And then I will check my track null, ang layo niya. So, ang gagawin ko, kasi ito, naka-base ito sa origin eh. So, ipapasok ko siya dun sa scene ko, basically. So, yung piggy, ipapasok ko siya dun sa scene. So, kaya nakapasok siya dun sa scene. So, yung coordinates nito, yung piggy ko, has to be the same coordinates as my track null. Okay? So, yung track null ko, ang coordinates niya 0, 0, 0. So, dapat si piggy ko, nasa 0, 0 din siya. Kung gusto kong nandun siya sa scene na yun. So, ngayon, magka-align na ngayon siya. So, yung track null ko, saka si piggy ko, magka-align na siya ngayon dun sa scene. Okay? And then you can edit this kung gusto mo i-rotate pa. Just rotate tool. Then when you're happy with it, file, save. Then yes. Okay. And then you just have to go to After Effects. And then, nandun na rin siya sa scene mo. And then it plays. It tracks well. Tanggalin ko yung ano. Ito. Shading. Current shading. So it tracks with the animation na. Gets?
Yes po.
So that's how you implement lang placing an object on a 3D scene.
Mm.
So kung gusto mo lakihan ngayon yan, hindi mo malalakihan sa After Effects yan. Malalakihan mo yan sa Cinema 4D. So go back to Cinema 4D. So lakihan mo siya. Scale again, get this piggy. Lakihan mo siya. Oops. Okay, then save. I'll save. And then go back to After Effects, mag-update yan in real time. Ayan, nandiyan na siya ngayon. Kasi mo. Nakalatag siya dun sa kung nasaan yung null mo. Okay? So that's the basic idea of how you integrate an object in from Cinema 4D to After Effects. Ginawa na nga nilang seamless eh. Kaya lang, ang problema nito, ganyan pa rin, no? Bagal pa rin yan. Okay? Kaya usually, ginagamit ko yung element 3D kapag may 3D ako. Although it's a very rare thing that I do it. So it's mostly 2D animation. Okay? Good?
Okay po, sir.
Okay po.
Pero sir, yung shadow niyan sa sa Cinema 4D na
Yes.
i-adjust.
So,
Okay.
shadow yung Cinema 4D mo na i-adjust.
Sige po. Thank you.
So, it's a separate, Hindi ko alam kung mayroong training sa PCCI on Cinema 4D. Pero ito talagang Cinema 4D talaga yung editing mo ng 3D object. Okay? So, yan. That's the basic line. If you just want to add an object there, then that's basically what you can do. Sometimes you can trick it, yung shadows mo. Maglalagay ka na nga lang ng parang 2D layer na tapos parang mimimic mo lang yung shadow. Okay? So that's a quick fix na pwede mong gawin. Hindi accurate, but it's a fix na pwede mong gawin. So that's it, basically. Okay? Now, okay, I will go to my next, we have 30 minutes left. So what I'll do is I will end with the character rigging part. Kasi siguro lang yun eh. Ang gagawin ko, I'll run you through this muna. So one of the key things na maganda with After Effects is that you can actually really, maraming support sa kanya in terms of how you can be more effective in terms of your workflow na pwede mong gawin. Okay? So I just want to share with you a few of the scripts that I use. And siguro, sabi ko na rin sa inyo, na hindi lahat ito free. Okay? Some of them are paid. But kung may budget naman within your company, and if it really makes your life easier, then I suggest that you try to find a budget within your company to invest on these scripts na pwede nyo gamitin. Okay? So the first one that I'd like to share with you is Animation Composer. This is from Mr. Horse. So nandiyan yung link na yan. So I can share this files with you. Okay? And the cost is free. Okay? Meron lang siya mga basic stuff na included sa free. But you can actually purchase additional packs. Okay? Medyo mabigat nga lang yung cost nito, pero it's very useful. And let me just illustrate to you how this works. So let me just close this. Okay. And let me open up this Animation Composer. So I'll go to my default workspace. Ito kasi yung workspace ko talaga. Para at least makita ninyo how I typically work. Okay. So this is Animation Composer. So makikita nyo dyan, meron akong mga motion presets. Ito yung starter presets. Ito yung mga included na sa presets. So basically, you look at it and you will see na meron siya mga animations na included na. Nakikita nyo na dyan. Okay? So all you have to do is when you create a new composition, okay, for example, I'll add the text here. PCCI again. Let's make this heavy, extended, bold, black, big, center it on screen. Set. So meron akong object. Okay. And then all you have to do is select the kind of animation so you can preview it here. So halimbawa ito, gusto kong ease position and rotate from the bottom. So I select it and then select mo from the bottom ba siya, from the left, from the right, from the top. So gusto ko from the bottom, sabihin natin. And then click and drag it to, or double click it. Ay pala, sorry. Select, then press animate in or out or both. Select ko animate in. So meron akong instant animation din. And then you can adjust some stuff kung anong angle siya manggagaling. So, rin mo 360. So, mas malaki yung panggagalingin niya. O kaya yung position niya, gusto mo malapit lang. So, pwede mong atake na ganyan. So you can tweak stuff. Okay? So tapos, pwede kang lagay pa ng iba, browse pa. Pwede mong, gusto mo iba yung out animation niya. Yung out animation niya, gusto mo itong medyo nag-overshoot. So select mo lang, then press out. So may in ka, out niya. Okay? So it doesn't replace really yung pinag-aralan natin ng mga value graphs and charts. Kasi if you want to really refine your animation, you have to use that. Pero for simple animations, this is really very, very helpful. Okay?
Hello, sir.
Ano na?
Actually, sir, ganyan po yung CI namin. Yung continuous improvement namin, ganyan po yung ginawa kong CI, which is yung mga preset animation.
Okay.
Pero ito ba, sir, provided bibigay nyo sa amin or?
No. This one is This one
may cost po to, sir.
This one you can download it for free. I'm just showing you
for free.
yung mga options. This one, if you download it for free, dun sa Mr. Horse. Ayan.
Pero wala to, sir, copyrights. Hindi siya naghahabol pag
Hindi ito. Kasi it's really a plugin that they give it away for free. So hindi ko pwedeng bigay sa inyo kasi I don't own the product. So this one, you download it for free. The free version nga lang is limited. Like itong pinakita ko sa inyo.
Sige.
Yung starter na nandito, yan lang yung mga access nyo sa free.
Okay po. Thank you, sir.
Everything else that you see in my screen, like motion presets, text presets, plus itong mga nasa baba, those are, hindi nyo ma-access yan until you buy the packs. So yung packs niya, pwede mong bilhin from here din. So you can invest on those packs. Okay, but the free ones, marami ka na magagawa. Like this one. The starter, ang dami mo nang pwedeng gawin. It includes a good selection already. May text animation ka pa. So may mga text animation ka. Marami ka na actually magagawa on the free version.
Nga, sir. Actually, ganyan po yung mga sini-ay namin na last year.
Okay. So, yan. So ito, hindi mo kailangan approval on the budget kasi you just download it for free. Kung gusto niyo lang magamit pa, like ito, may starter presets ka, may starter pre-comps ka. Yung starter pre-comps mo, meron kang mga, hard vignette, arrows.
Okay.
Tapos may mga lines ng ganyan. So, very limited lang yung starter, pero at least those are free. And my free starter sounds great. So you can create all of these stuff na pwede nyong magamit. Okay? So this is a very useful one. I use this a lot, Animation Composer. Okay? So the second one that I would like to share with you is this one, Flow. Although ito nga lang may cost ito, it's basically a way for you to be able to visualize the animation curve. Okay? Ang problema mo kasi, di ba, nung gumagawa tayo ng animation curves, ang lalim, di ba? Parang ang hirap tignan dito. So typically, ang ginagawa ko ay use flow. Kasi nakikita ko na yung curve ko dito. So pwede kong i-edit yung curve ko from here. So it's just a parang quality of life improvement for me. Na kesa nandito ako nag-edit ng curve, dito ko i-edit yung curve. And then apply. Okay? So at least you get the idea na hindi ko kailangan mag-double dito sa baba. Okay? So and then may mga presets din siya if you have animation curves na gusto. Pero these are very simple ones. Okay? So that's number 2. Number 3 is Do It, which is yung pina-download ko sa inyo. Na-download nyo ba lahat? Yes or no?
Yes po.
Yes, sir.
Yan. So yan, free yan. That totally you can use. Actually, yung tool na yan, it should not be free. It's a very, very powerful tool. And I will walk you through it later on. Okay? After this. So this is a character rigging animation tool. Pero marami rin siyang ibang functionalities na pwede pang gawin. I'll walk you through it later on. And then the other one is Overlord. Ito, kung madalas ka nag-work between After Effects and Illustrator. Okay? It's just simplifies your workflow between Illustrator and After Effects. So let me just load up my Illustrator quickly. Balikan ko yan para makita niyo. And the grid guide is basically just a, as a designer, minsan OC ako in terms of placements. So grid guide is a way for you to create, yung mga grids immediately. So like for example, ito, i-click ko lang ito, meron siyang create na grid for me. So I can edit the appearance of that grid. Para makita ko lang. So I'll make it red. And what's the usefulness of this? Hindi naman to assets pero it's for design. Bagal dami kong bukas Close na natin ito. Okay. So say for example, meron lang akong text. Another one. Charlie and then Aquino. So, ito lang, simplify lang. Ginagawa ko lang dito, grid guide is, it's useful for aligning objects on the grid. So, I just click here, nag-align na siya on the grid. Quality of life improvement lang naman for me. So, ito yung mga useful scripts for me. So, madali ako mag-align. So, hindi ko ina-eyeball lang. So, talagang, kasi medyo OC ako dyan sa mga ganyang parts niya. So, it's just a quality of life improvement for me. Okay? And here, so ito, halimbawa, Illustrator. So, let's see. Let me open up something. Halimbawa, ito. Let me open up this file. I'm doing a project for me. Okay? Baka bumagal. Okay. I'm doing a project for Standard Chartered. So, halimbawa, minsan gumagawa ako ng mga files in Illustrator. Okay? So, tapos gusto ko itong i-bring up sa After Effects. So, minsan yan, i-export ko pa, i-save ko pa. Okay? Pero with the Overlord script, ang ginagawa ko lang is I select it, and then I click on this one. This is the Overlord script. And then I push it to After Effects. So what happens is, it goes to After Effects, and then meron na ako ng assets. Nandun siya sa dulo And then it brings in all of the layers. Minsan lang hindi siya accurate. Mali yata yung pinili ko para tayo na mas maganda. Halimbawa, gusto kong import ito. So I push it. So there it is now. As shape layers. Hindi siya as Illustrator files. So I have a lot more flexibility working with this ones. Okay? So yan yung magandang mga integrations na pwedeng gawin that you can implement. So Overlord, so that's it. Costs $45 US. Grid guide is about $40 US. And then Ray Dynamic Colors, ito lang, again, another quality of life for me. I use it basically to create color palettes. Kasi walang inherent color palette si After Effects. So, you just actually mag-click ka lang and then create a new color palette. Ay, pwede ka pala selections or kaya tayo. Alt, then I create a new color palette so meron na siya. Then I can change that color palette. So mas madali for me. So halimbawa, if I want to change this color, yung blue na yan, I just click this one and it changes automatically. So simplifies my life lang. So click and ano lang. Hindi na yung mag-tutorial down pa ako sa fill, color, those stuff. Okay. And the last one is AE Viewer, which again is $59.99. And the thing about AE Viewer is it acts as a library for you. So kung marami ka ng mga assets, you can actually import your assets within. So pwede ka parang folder viewer dito within After Effects. So halimbawa, may mga projects akong ganyan. Then if I need that, I can just simply, animation na to na nagawa ko sa AE. So I need that again. So I just drag it in or double click it. And then the title comes in. So na-import ko na siya. So it's just a quality of life. So pwede kang maka-purchase ng mga packs na yan, na animations, or you can create your own and then save it here. And then you can easily load it in After Effects na meron kang preview. Kasi minsan pag sa hard drive lang natin, wala kang preview eh. Hindi mo alam kung ano yung nangyayari sa file mo. Pero dito you can create previews of yung mga animations mo. Para nakikita mo siya. Tapos pag gusto mo siyang i-reuse, i-double click lang, papasok mo siya sa file mo. And then you can work on it. Good? So yan yung mga tools that I often use for quality of life. It improves my workflow in a way. Okay? So yung mga useful ones. Pero ang pinakagamit ko talaga dito, if I would say, almost every project that I have is Animation Composer, Grid Guide, Ray Dynamic Colors, and Flow. So yan yung mga gamit na gamit ko talaga. Overlord ginagamit ko lang kapag talagang marami akong intensive na Illustrator work at gusto kong ipasok sa. Pero yan, Animation Composer, Flow, Grid Guide, and Ray Dynamic Composer. So it's more of really usefulness. So that's that. And then top 3 elements. Now, kung meron kayong i-investan in terms of mga libraries, so ito yung mga I would recommend for you. Number 1 is Animation Composer. So buy the additional packs. Kasi magaganda talaga yung additional packs niya. You have that one, yung mga special effects na siya, animated illustrations, different kinds of backgrounds. So, ang dami dyan. Okay, so and then you can use this. And then the other one is Big Pack of Elements. So from the creator of AE Viewer din to. So he created a lot of these packs. So from AE Viewer, if I go to Big Pack of Elements, ayan. So meron ka ng mga backgrounds na ganyan that you can use. Titles. So it's a lot na pwede mong magawa. And then, the mother of it all, pinakamalaking library, AE Juice. So lahat yan, sound effects, shape elements, whiteboards, everything. And they have this pack na you get everything for $179 US dollars. So lahat yan. If I would look into it, ayan, AE Juice Pack Manager. So you have all of these libraries, cyberpunk, cartoon, comics, everything you would ever need to create amazing motion design work without having to do things from scratch. So meron pa nga mga Instagram stories dyan that you can just load and replace. So yung mga templates na siya na built-in. So it's really a good investment in terms of library. Okay? So yan yung mga marirecommend ko sa inyo na pwede nyong gamitin. Marami pa yan, but ito yung mga top 3 na ginagamit ko usually. Madalas. Yung tatlong yan. I found that they are more than enough. Lalo na yung animation composer. If there's one, animation composer is more than enough for most of your needs, really. Okay? Yung nga lang, ito yung pinaka-pricey sa kanila. Okay? So that's that. And I would like to end with this one by showing you Duik. It's a quick one. And I would say this one will be something that you would want to play around on kasi this one is free. Pero sabi ko nga, this program should not be free. Close ko lang to para at least. And then I will delete all of this. I will do a scratch work for all of us. Okay? This program is free, but it should not be free. Kasi it's designed really for character rigging. Okay? And I will show you basically how it's done. And then, meron siya mga automation tools. If you look at it, you can do parang mag-add ka ng motion trails. Ang mga effective dito, like yung spring. So, halimbawa, meron akong composition and then I have an animation of a box. Halimbawa, ganyan. Position ko dito. Keyframe. Sorry. Position there. Tanggalin ko na itong clip ko and then and here. So up. Diba? Meron akong animation na ganyan. Simple or mabilis siya. F9. So meron akong animation na ganyan. So kung gusto ko meron siyang parang springy effect, I just click on the spring. Tapos, meron na yan. And then you can tweak. Yan. Kung may anticipation siya, di ba? Pwede ka maglagay ng anticipation. Okay? So marami kang pwedeng i-fix sa kanya. So pwede mong i-adjust yung interpolation niya, slow in, slow out, follow through, elasticity. So kung gusto mo hindi siya masyadong elastic, pwedeng ganyan. So marami kang pwedeng gawin with it. So ano pa dyan, meron ka pang walk cycle. We'll try to do that and then swing. So pwede ka rin mag-swing. Ako kung mag-work yan dito. Hindi, iba kasi talaga yung position swing. But anyway, you can practice all of these things. Pwede mong gamitin yung mga yan. Tapos meron ka pa ring keyframe interpolations and everything. Pero the real power of this lies in the rigging tool. Okay? So let me just share with you how this is done. I don't know if I can finish it within the next 15 minutes. But I give you this project file. Import file. Na character. So I import it. I import it as composition and layer size. So I have this character built in. So meron na akong character dito. Let me just move this here muna. And then I will go to my character rigging setup. So whenever you do character rigging, usually gusto ko yung ganitong layout kasi it gives me a big view of this timeline panel. Kasi madalas, ang laki ng kakainin mong space for maraming layers. Okay? And in Illustrator, naka-divide bawat portion yan. May arm ka, may forearm, may hand. Hiwa-hiwalay lahat yan. So if I can illustrate it to you. So that's how I designed it in Illustrator. So you can look at the Illustrator file, how I designed it. Nakahiwa-hiwalay na layers bawat isa dyan. Okay? And the way to rig a character in Duik is very simple. First, you start with basically what kind of thing you want to rig. In this case, it's a human body. Arm lang ba? Leg? A spine lang ba? Or a tail? Or pwede ka magkaroon ng custom rig. So in this case, ang gusto kong i-rig is a human body. So click mo lang yan, and then it will create a human structure for you. Okay? So kita nyo, no, daming layers. So nakakalula, no? Okay? Pero ang basic idea lang naman yan is, ito yung structure mo ng tao. And then all you have to do is to line those up dun sa character mo. Okay? So magsa-start muna tayo, halimbawa with this one. Yung base niya. Ito yung sa arm niya. Ito yung sa body niya. Okay? So ito yung another arm, leg, leg. So just quickly, ang gagawin mo lang is line it up. So itong part na to is basically, yung name niyan is the hips. So start with that one and then the spine. Kita nyo? So usually dalagay ko lang dyan kasi wala akong spine na nilagay. And then spine 2 is where your body bends. So pwedeng nandyan. And then the next one is the neck, where your neck bends. So here, my neck bends somewhere here. And then my head bends somewhere there. And then the last is the tip of my head, which I put there. Okay. And then you go through. Next. Okay, arm. So dito arm na yan. And then this one is the elbow. Put the elbow somewhere here. Usually, alamin mo kung nasaan yung elbow mo eh. So, ang ginagawa ko dyan, right elbow is, I hide the right arm. So, I'll make sure that the elbow is locked there. And then, I'll hide the forearm. Make sure the hand rotates there. Sorry. The elbow has to be there. The hand has to be there, and then the tip of the hand is andyan. So basically, parang ina-align mo lang siya sa character mo. So yeah, next one is here. I'll just rough it out para mabilis. Hindi na ako masyadong meticulous sa ano. So ganyan. So, I'll just line it up. Okay, so I have it there. So then I move on to the legs. So right leg. Maybe it's there. Tapos, nasan ba yung right calf? Right thigh. Yung nga may hip ko. Yan. Para lang sigurado ako. Hip, torso, thigh. Ayun, may mali na nga ako. Kailangan natin siya. And then the calf is there. And then I will align my foot there. My heel goes here. My toes go there. My tip toe goes there. Kumalaw na naman yung heel ko. Just rough ano lang, positioning. You need to be accurate when you're doing it, pero for now, just doing it rough. Okay, so ang position nito dapat nandito. And then the foot goes there. And then the heel goes there. And then the tiptoe. Nauna yung tiptoe bago yung heel. Okay? So roughly, okay naman yan. So, na-rig ko na yung katawan. Okay? So now, okay, pwede kong i-hide muna to. Halimbawa, yun dyan. Okay? So pag hinide ko ngayon yan, basically yung mga illustrations na to, parang damit lang yan. Ito talaga yung i-rig mo. Itong structure na to. Ito, damit niya lang. So the next thing that I will do is I will select all of them. Itong lahat ng mga S na yan. Okay? And then I'll go to this next link, which is auto rig in IK. And then just click it. And then it will do its magic. And then it will create for you. Ayan na, may mga controllers ka na. Everything that you would need. Nakakalula na to kasi kung nag-animate ka na. Yan. Pero it's a good way. So dito, may makikita ka controllers sa hand. So yung hand na yan, pag ginalaw ko, yun mo, gumagalaw yung hand. Dugtong na yan. Yung body, pag ginalaw ko, gagalaw yung body natin. It's a sway na siya. Pero structure lang yan. So ngayon, pwede kong ilabas niyan ulit itong buong body ko and then ipe-parent ko na siya. So that's why the naming is like this. So right arm, which is this one, is arm 1. So kailangan i-parent mo siya sa mga S. S, arm. So yan. Right arm, right forearm, right hand. Head, pe-parent mo dun sa head. So, nasa si head natin. S head. Yun. Neck, parent mo sa neck. Torso, pe-parent mo sa spine. The hip, sa hips. Right thigh, sa thigh 1. Yun. Yun, thigh. Right calf, sa calf. Right foot sa foot, left side sa thigh 2, nasan yun? Thigh 2. And then left calf, calf 2, left foot, foot 2, left arm to arm 2, left forearm to forearm 2, left hand to hand 2. Okay. So yan, nakaparent na siya. So basically, dinamitan mo na ngayon yung structure mo. So that, when you move now this controller yung hand, so gumagalaw na yung kamay mo. Hindi lang eksakto yung placement ko, pero kaya may break na ganun. But you have a character already that you can animate. Oops, bakit broken ito? May mali ako. Arm tip. Baliktad ako. Left arm should be parented to the to arm tip. Okay? So that's the one. So yeah, that should work now. Okay? So pwede ko ibaba to pag binaba ko. Okay, so hindi lang konektado lahat, pero ang controller mo dito is your spine. Okay. Saan ba yun? Usually, mas madali siyang, actually, hindi mo na kailangan lahat nito. Kailangan mo lang yung mga may letter C. You can hide all of this now. Shy them, shy switch. Ito na lang ang kailangan mong i-move. So you can utilize the position of this, sway it. So magsusway ngayon yung body mo. So you can position the body. So gagalaw lahat ng body mo and everything. So you have a rigged character already that you can animate. And the great thing about this is, yan, once na na-rig mo na yan, so select mo ulit ito, punta ka ngayon dito sa animation mo, and then click mo itong walk. Okay? And then you can play this animation and then see what happens. So baliktad lang siya, pero, okay? Ang baliktad itong foot mo, so the foot 2, okay? Edit mo lang yung controller na reverse. Okay, so re-reverse na siya. Tapos yung arm mo, parang baliktad siya. Hand 2. Again, i-reverse mo siya. Pero nakaka-IK siya, it's... Pwede mo siyang actually galaw. Okay. Hand 2 is... May controller mo din. Follow through and overlap. So, forward kinematics, pwede mo galawin yan. So, yung mga controls to eh. Okay, nasa yung control nito? Wala na ako. Ayun. Upper, lower. So, pwede mo siyang gawin ganyan. Upper, baba ko. So now, I have this character walking. Patras nga lang siya kasi the walk cycle, ang gagawin mo, the general motion, walk speed niya, negative. So, make it positive, 3.5 para forward moving naman siya ngayon. So, ayan. Forward moving, meron na siya. Tapos marami ka pwedeng i-animate. Tapos pwede mong i-animate yung walk speed mo. Halimbawa, 5 o 6. So, magbabago yung motion niya. Tapos, pwede kang maglagay ng secondary animation. Ito, pag general motion, pag 0, ayan. So, pwede kang gumagalaw 100%, naglalakad siya. Pwede kang 0, naka-full stop. So, pwede mo i-keyframe na yan. So, halimbawa, dito, at 0, dito, at 100 siya. Ngayon, dito, at 0 ulit siya. So, you can play that. Lalakad siya, tapos titigil siya. Ang dami mo nang magagawa just by this one. Tapos pwede mong baguhin yung general motion niya. Walk speed, realistic. Gusto mo dancing, pwede rin. So medyo may bounce siya. So, tanggalin natin itong keyframes. So, may bouncing ka. So, ayan. So, tapos, yeah, marami kang pwedeng i-tweak. Gusto mo nagne-neck swing siya, gaano kalaki sa neck swing niya. Parang body. It's up to you. Pwede mong i-control na ngayon. So it's just basically controlling the walk cycle until you're happy with the way the character walks. And then you can make it start and stop. Tapos kung gusto mo meron siyang hinahawakan, kinukuha, i-animate mo na lang itong hand niya or feet and everything. Then all of this, walang keyframes. So look at this. Okay, the only keyframe that I have is the hand. But the rest is nothing. No keyframes at all. May mga expression siya, yun. Pero no keyframes. And then you can just do that. So if you do a lot of character animation, or if you want to dabble into character animation, this is one way that you can do it. Okay? So, ang suggestion ko, if you want to learn more about this, is just go to the website of Duik, where you download it. They have a lot of tutorials on how to use the product. So you can do a lot of character animations doing that. What I introduced to you is the basics of rigging the character. Pero different story na yung animation part. Okay? So, sorry, nag-exceed na tayo by 2 minutes. So, any questions so far?
None so far, sir.
Oh,
Medyo ano lang, confusing lang kasi ang daming ang daming layers talaga.
Marami
Yeah,
layers.
Understandable naman.
So, ang suggestion ko sa inyo, if you really want to study this nga, may free tutorial naman talaga on Duik website. The Duik Basel, and then they have a full documentation of it. So, you have a lot of things that you can learn from it. And dahil mo pwedeng gawin sa kanya. Okay? So, I use this a lot when I do character animation. Especially mga walk cycle na ganyan. Kasi hirap mag-walk cycle eh. So, ito, simple na yung walk cycle ko. Like, the-tweak ko na lang kung anong gusto ko. Pwede ako nagbabounce. Pwede parang tumatakbo. So, without me having to really be a good character animator. So, I can create those kinds of animations. Alright?
Sir Charlie, I was
Yeah.
just wondering po if it's possible to get a copy of the recorded session for today.
Meron yata yan kay Brian.
Yes po, kanina nag-message ako, ma'am. I will upload the video sa Google Classroom. Pero magkakaroon lang ng konting delay mga ma'am sir kasi yung uploading and downloading medyo nahihirapan kami. Ang laki kasi nung video
files.
Ng video files. Pero we'll upload po. Yes po. The whole session po.
Okay.
Thank you.
So yeah, that's great. Tapos, so that's it. If you need to reach me, kung meron kayong questions, alam ko kasi very intimidating lahat ng mga meron tayo. I'll be more than happy to help you out. Just reach out to me. Type ko na lang yung ano ko dito. So, new slide. Facebook, Charlie Aquino. Hanapin niyo lang. Okay? Or kung email, Charlie Sophie Creatives. Okay? Creatives.com. Then, introduce niyo na lang sarili niyo. Baka minsan, dami lang nag-email. Okay? So, just reach out to me kapag may questions kayo. I'll be more than happy to help you out. Kasi alam kong overwhelming talaga lahat to. So, kung meron kayo hindi pa naintindihan dun sa class natin, gusto niyo ng konting review, I'll be more than happy to help you out. Okay? So, wag mahiya. So, then add nyo ako as friend in Facebook din. Okay lang din yun. Okay?
Sir Charlie,
Yes.
pwede pong papasa ng PowerPoint.
Sure. Teka lang
Thank you.
Dito, save. Teka lang. I-drop ko na lang ba dito? Para makuha nyo na.
Opo.
Asa nga yung share? Asa nga yung chat? Minsan nalilito na ako eh.
Press nyo lang yung chat, sir.
Bakit nawawala yung chat box ko? Stop share na nga ako.
Opo, ayun.
Chat. Okay. Let me just minimize this. Ba't ganun? Zoom meeting. Kumahatak, ma-minimize si Zoom meeting.
Escape mo, sir, kung naka-full ka.
Ayun. Ayun. Better. So ito, PowerPoint, I will drop it here. There you go. Oh, network disconnect. Ba't hindi ma-upload?
Pag yung sa file, sir.
Network disconnect. Ayun. Kasi naka-open sa akin. So those are, so yan. Ano pa? May kailangan pa? So that's it, guys. Thank you very much for your time for the last 3 days. I hope marami kayong napulot at marami kayong natutunan. Alam kong very overwhelming din talaga itong topics na kinover natin. And it takes a while to really learn all of these things. Pero practice lang talaga if you really want to be good at it. Even for me personally, dami ko pa rin natututunan. Dami ko pa rin talaga mastered in terms of how doing it in After Effects. But that's the way para matuto tayo. Okay? So again, thank you. If you have any questions in the future, anytime, just reach out to me via Facebook or via email. I'll be more than happy to help and assist you out.
Right.
All right.
Ako, a few reminders lang, guys. Nandyan pa ba?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The class will end up here, so just a few reminders before we leave this room. Again, the Google Classroom is available for 15 days. No? So medyo i-extend namin kasi i-upload namin yung videos. So once the videos are uploaded, saka pa lang start yung 15 days counting natin. No? And then, so yes, you can still grab the materials there, no, in case you need it for practice. Tapos, please don't forget to answer the end of class survey. I also uploaded the link dun sa ating chat group. Okay, so just choose fast track to After Effects kung hindi nyo makita yung advanced After Effects. Okay, so your certificate will be sent once you've completed the survey. All right, so in case you guys are interested to our upcoming PCCI courses, please go to our website www.pcci.com.ph. No, meron dong calendar. So for February, yan yung mga courses na ino-offer namin. No? So baka interested kayo with Adobe Premiere Pro Advanced. Kung may nag-Premiere Pro sa inyo, no, you may ask or email our registration officer. All right, so you may search for PCCI training on Facebook. Please like our page. You may send your query to pcci.onlinetraining@gmail.com and reach us through this number. Okay, so thank you all for your cooperation. I wish you all a very good day, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you po. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. God bless you all.
Well, the course is called Fast Track to Animating in After Effects.
Now, a quick tour to our Google Classroom. I have added the link in our chat group.
Show and tell. We shall be demonstrating the skill and share with you how it's done.
Practice what you learn. The best way to remember is to apply what you've learned right away.
So let me explain why this is a big deal. Okay, the fact that you can change.
Ask and reflect. We engage you in Q&As and ask you for feedback.
So we're gonna cover shape tools, a couple of tools.
So go ahead, look for invert tool.
Also, your perception of color changes when you have a darker background.
The reason why is because you're looking at the essentials screen right here. So let me.
Oh, here.
Yeah. Right. So choose advanced.
Hi, welcome to PCCI Anywhere. Let's begin learning.
Thank you for joining today, guys. Bye-bye.